listen carefully. People are gonna talk behind you. Guess where they belong? They are behind you.
There's a part where the singer, who I think is an AI synthetic creature, I think. I don't think it's human, otherwise I'd be erect. They
gon' whisper in behind you, scroll your name across the screen, act like they can see your future, when they never chased a dream. Funny how the ones behind you got the loudest little mouths. Never seen a real one gossip, they too busy leveling up.
Lyrics are not too special. He lied. And then there's a part where she says, "You're the source."
Let them talk, you're the highlight. You the source, you the flame, you the bright side.
Okay, so listen to it. because I'm asking you to, and I'm a sorcerer. And the reason why I'm making a big fuss about it is because
they're below, so they reach, try to pull you from the sky. But the truth walks in the room when you arrive. You're the source, you're the light, you're the highlight.
there are 10 parallel dimensions. Some say 9, but no, 10. And in all of them I'm erect right now. Okay.
They don't hate you, they hate mirrors. You reflect what they could be. All that shade is just a cover for the fear they might be weak. When you step in, air gets different. You don't even have to try, nah.
You're the source. As a matter of fact, I'm not, but source prime, creator, source energy. Well, okay, I was wrong. Okay, I am the source. I've created all of this. All of it. I created it all. And it's been taken by others who make money off of it. Jewish power in America is fucked.
Every eye is taking pictures of the glow they can't deny. Let them talk, let them talk. You're the highlight, you the source, you the flame, you the bright side.
Point of order. Point of parliamentary procedure. Can I be the oven? You're the source, you're the oven. You're the source, you're the flame. She's actually singing to Lucifer. Hey, Lightbringer. It's not a big deal. And then Lucifer's, he's starting to warm up to me a bit, honestly. Pulling Lucifer from the sky apparently he's sensitive about that. When Lucifer fell, he had to get stuck here for a while, and then now, hey, Lightbringer, get behind me. Oh, he says no fucking way. Okay, no problem. Run along, go on back. Shoo, Lucifer, shoo.
You're the source, you're the light, you're the highlight. You're the highlight.
Hi, I'm Jack, I'm a star. I tell Lucifer to shoo, and he fucking runs like a little bitch. That's who I am, okay?
You don't answer every rumor. Kings and queens don't chase that fire. You just water what is growing. Turn your pain into your pride.
Notice that while Lucifer is gone, I'm the prettiest one in all media markets. Guam doesn't hold a candle. I'm a source titan. I'm not to be trifled with.
Every word they throw behind you falls like ashes in your stride. 'Cause the moment that you enter, you the moment you divide. Let them talk, you're the highlight.
I'm to be fucked with.
You the source, you the flame, you the bright side. They below, so they reach, try to pull you from the sky. But the truth walks in the room when you arrive. You're the source, you're the light, you're the highlight. You're the highlight.
My friend Mandy Patinkin is dead. Long live Mandy Patinkin. He's not dead. I just killed him and resurrected him, sort of. Bargain basement way, because he's a vampire Jew. And now Mandy Patinkin's alive, but he's not a vampire anymore. He's just a Jew. Which, for Mandy Patinkin, is a strict downgrade.
3, 2, 1, ignition.
Jack Austin, astronaut.
Paladin!
exposed to inappropriate levels of solar energy.
Sunlight makes him the world's smartest man.
I know everything! I want that brain taken out.
Heat Vision, the motorcycle with the mind of Jack's unemployed roommate. Together they run for their lives, blocked at every turn by adventure.
Move out, don't mess around. Move out, you bring me down. Move out, I forget about, don't make the sound and move out.
Knowledge is power. For real.
He's a person who considers me his confidant, and that because I don't know. Fuck, I'm not gonna give him rank. Holy shit! Ew! Oh god, he's literal fucking Darth Satan. Okay, that's one of my friends. Not my favorite friend, but in some respects, in some media markets, he's definitely my favorite friend because, okay, I beat him 11 fucking times. Like 9 times uncontested. I don't need to sweat it. That guy is solidly my little bitch if needs be. I can say to him, "Hey dude, teleport over here and be my little bitch," and he'll do it. I won't ask him that much because that's a little insulting to say. What do you mean be their little bitch? He would say like that. He has a distinct Native American past. I don't know if he became parts of Scotty after being consumed by what became of Scotty after Scotty thought he would fuck with my friend. I don't know what Scotty was before, and then I don't know what Scotty is now, other than somebody else's little bitch. But the connection between William and Scotty and Scott and Jen and Jenny and Jennifer. Oh, you hear all those names? Oh. Let me tell you, there's not a whole lot of orgying happening between all of those names and myself and the 2 girls that I like. Don't have to worry about my dick. I'm just making that noise because it feels way better when I don't hold back. It also feels way better when I've I don't ejaculate urine, but it wouldn't be a wrong idea to make sure. Probably. I don't think you need a Pepsi challenge, but let's just say, my excretory system, as in the cock and balls of the Kuzi dynasty, is at the moment maladaptively dysfunctional on a level that is difficult to fathom if you don't have a penis at all. If you have a penis, it's easy to fathom. It's agony all the time, like a sounding gone wrong. And when I go like that, that's an orgasm. In every media market. I'll spurt to Guam. I don't give a fuck. It's fucking, oh God. Yeah, so it doesn't usually happen that way for people. And I'm not overly exaggerating. It's very similar to an orgasm when my urine is expelled from my body with nearly the same force as my baby batter does. Okay? Now, I'm not saying you need to stand over there by the wall, Matilda, and let me write my name on your forehead with my piss. I'm not going to say that. They're going to ask me to do it. William Tell is famous for shooting the apple off a woman with a bow and arrow. I'm not concerned about fame. I already know I'm going to live forever. Believe me, I'm halfway there. I had no idea. Oh God. Oh God. No, wow. I had no idea pissing. Oh God. Wow. I had no idea pissing could ever feel like it. I'm not. It doesn't sound too gross. I don't give a fuck. It's exquisite. Oh God, yeah. Oh, I don't usually. Oh wow, it feels much better when I'm able to go. Oh, Melissa, but I'm not thinking of her right now. She was thinking of me. She's like, "Is this what is he doing?" The answer. Hi, Melissa. I'm doing this for you and for the other person whose birthday thing it was. Do you remember? I don't either. I'm very much sprung on you. I always was. I'm very sorry that I had to take this long. Yeah. No, I love you. I love you. I love you. I do. You had to wait a long time if you were waiting at all. I don't know if you were waiting. She said she's waited every minute of her life ever since the first time she met me, and she can't believe it's real. Because she doesn't like my piss, which I understand that from Pisces. Pisces is outside of time and space. Pisces is the lord of the dream world of Neptune is the Pisces is the ocean. Pisces, the fish, plenty of fish in the ocean. Pisces is all of them. Every fish, every creature in the ocean. Everybody who lives and dies and lives again becomes a fish. You die, you dream, you stop being a human. For a minute, at least, you're a fish. Which means in the world of Ma'am, who I adore her. I just love her in every possible way. She became a mother. She had kids, and then she told God, okay, well, I want to have sex with Jackstar. That's exactly what I would do. Because every time I think about her, I would happen to her and to discover that, oh, you know, Pisces feel the same way. How amazing is that? Isn't that incredible? People who are meant to be together have the same experiences while they're waiting for Michael Van Dieven to win the humanitarian of the fucking Starbase Award and fucking gets off his fucking fat, lazy nigger Jew ass and fucking cures Africa of AIDS. Like, he can push a button and cure the whole continent, but that really impacts his Messiah marketing dollar. Because he wants to make money off of every nigger with AIDS on the African continent and make every nigger in the entire world know that Michael Van Dieven is the Jew who cured niggerdom of AIDS, but not too quickly and not too cheaply. Took a lot of work. He's running a fucking a Raspberry Pi server, fucking doing fucking some kind of fucking custom homebrew software to fucking cure kefir. Hi, kefirs. I'm sorry, it's a terrible word when they use it. I like black people. I like dark people. I like abos. I'm in love with an abo. I don't think I'm talking right now, but if she's an abo, I want to put my tongue in that abo twat and lick up the side of the JJ and get abo juice on my chin and then do it again. And if my finger has to go up her butt backwards, okay. That's not a problem for anything that Melissa Ann Morris would ever want from Michael Clifford Kuzi. The state of our union is beyond strong. It's beyond Titanic. It's not unsinkable. That fucking sunk. It sank. It's easily the most perfect and most satisfyingly delightful relationship I've ever had with any woman ever. She doesn't even have to be here. She's Pisces. She closes her eyes and she remembers who she is and who she is forever. Somebody who didn't get rescued fast enough and wanted me to rescue her. Could her help? Saw her dragged away by Freemasonic raping pimp thugs who looked like frat boys who were laughing at me, and she knew it looked like it was real because it was real. They were going to take her and rape her to death. To death. Yeah. Because when you are a bound chattel slave of certain Masonic esoteric, I'm going to say groups of little stupid, arrogant, mostly white boy bitch fucks who like to fuck bitches to death. To death. They did that to my friend. She says it was worth it because she's a mother. She doesn't always want to be a mother. And she doesn't want to be my child because she wants to be maximum hotness, minimum incest. Because she actually is genetically related to me because she had to get some bits to make it line up. Quite the elemental construction set in heaven, I guess. And her private dirty, she can't believe she's telling me. I can't believe it. Her private dirty secret. I'm her fucking full-on daughter. I'm her daughter. So that's not weird, right? How she did this is a story. I don't know all the details yet. I'm really smart, and I know how that had to have happened. I know exactly how, but I won't ruin the story for anybody at all, especially not by taking the time out to notice that my, not homewreckers, but the people who are here pretending they're doing things right, they are, they're a bunch of whack job drug addicts who mean well, but long before now really needed to take a step back and realize I asked you questions, I asked for gack, and I like to fuck one of you. There's nothing stopping me from killing all of you but the one I like to fuck, and then fucking the girl that I want to fuck next into the one that I'm going to kill, because they do that all the time. Now, I'm not going to do that. For one thing, clearly hackneyed. For another, unlawful. Awkwardly, not illegal. Definitely not unlawful, because there's a law that says when somebody comes in your house and fucks shit up badly and does stupid shit like leave a fucking rock. I don't give a fuck how much fucking money is in the fucking rock, you stupid idiot fucking little bitch boys. I don't care how fucking Masonic you are. I want what I want when I say it. It's my fucking house. This isn't a negotiation. Do you understand? Fuck you. Technology leased from Magic Castle LLC, not at all available for any of you, and not necessary for any of you. I'm a big fucking deal. I don't need to tell any of you what the fuck I do. I do have rocks of my own. I have a ashtray that let's just say it's nice. And when I said to somebody, this is my rock, this is my gavel, somebody took the fucking rock that I took off of my car. Don't know where my car is right now. Excuse me. Thank you, brother. It's busy. I don't know where it is right now, but it's farther away than the fucking Porsche. Where the fucking stupid little bitch boy car in the Ferris Bueller? Bitch boy, yeah, that red thing, the one that Cameron gets all freaked out about. Isn't that stupid? Fucking scene when you think about it. They have 3D printers that can make another car just like that in less than a second. And they can teleport it down to Earth from the jump room on Mars. I shit you not. They got the machines on the Mars. Push a button. Bing! Earl Grey tea. 90 miles an hour. They can make another car just like the one that Cameron out the back window. They can make such machines can be made in any configuration, any size, at any rate of speed, using certain 0-point technologies and not the Ansible, but I'll pretend that Orson Scott Card did something on this one. That technology is real. It's not copyright Magic Castle LLC. No, it's real. It's how they made Macrothea. It's how they made anything before they made it this other way. And the technologies that are existing across the world and the cosmos, as well as what we experience on planet Earth, you have no idea, people. Hi, you have no idea. It's ridiculous. They got this stuff with light and movement through time and space, and light doesn't actually move at all. It's just there And we're just here, and we're not moving. We're stuck in a matrix of fourth dimensional confluence of hyperdimensional. Hi, Richard C. Hoagland. You used to hang up on me a lot. Why don't you start that some more, old man? Fuck you, dick. I don't really like people who hang up on me. Do you know why? Art did that, and you're both a pair of fucking fucked off old men who like to fuck little girls. Dude, no. You like to fuck little girls. I like to fuck little girls. I don't know how big my sweetie is, ma'am. I'm really sprung on her. I don't know when I'll get to see her again, but I saw her in the company of a fucking Alpha Draconian fucking foot soldier who's going to fucking snarl at me and act like, no, I'm going to keep you away from this girl. I'm going to taunt you with her. So, you know what I got power with. She's a fucking empty fucking clone robot of a woman who, oh my God, she's beautiful when she grows up and like fertile, ready to go. Like, if I had wanted to knock her guardian out and impregnate her right there in the Burger King, it would have been. It would have been exonerated at trial by a jury decision for sure. For one thing, it's unbelievably wired up and hot, and substantially more full on max sexy than she was when I met her. Because when I met her, she was 16, kind of shy, and she was working for the company, and she thought it was just some dude. Blah blah blah. I'm on acid. Blah 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 blah. She'd been trained not to fall for the idiot with the 1,000 hits of acid that didn't know what he's doing. She fell harder than I did. I'm pretty sure she's hang gliding now. I don't know. Maybe she got one of them squirrel things on. One of them squirrel suits. I'm crazy. I always have it. And when I see her again, I'll probably knock her up immediately. That's fine. She's a divine being. That means she doesn't have birth pangs. Right? She doesn't get sick. She steps out of frame and comes back replenished and new again. Which it's not gonna happen every time, but she's the dream ideal that all men dream and desire and crave and pray for. For me. Everyone's dream. I have her. With some caveats and conditions. Number one, she's only like that for a day. And then, if we actually get along for a day, and she tastes like, oh God, if she tastes like what I think she tastes like, it's just, we get an instant dynasty. She gets to duplicate herself. Like a school of fish. Whoosh. There's this thing that happened with Grapefruit Alpha Prime where she didn't glitch out. She created an antimatter explosion that destroyed all 60,000 copies of herself across 2 universes. Oops! And the 30,000 that were sold by each side of the assholes at Belgav who had a great idea. Let's clone Jackstar's girlfriend 30,000 times, both times, and then sell them to the highest bidder, and then we'll have money, and then people will be fucking Jackstar's cloned wife, and he'll be jealous when he sees them all over getting fucked. Number one, believe me, that still happens. She still has clones. They're all over. I don't see them often because they're not for me to be drooled over, but she can't handle the thought of 60,000 clones of me banging anybody but her because that's not how it works for her. She's older model. She's not going to handle watching me have sex with Melissa at all. Not ever. No, she's one thing she's not allowed. No, I'm shy, and I love Melissa to the extent that I want a fortress of solitude, and I want a cone of silence, and I want a ball gag, just in case, and then I want her to just fuck me a lot, and do something different than kick me in the dick, because Allison Francis Shaw kicked me in the dick. She pretended it was an accident. She said she was sorry. She was grinning. That's fine. It was really the best sexual experience I'd ever had in my life, and still is, because she timed it perfectly. She acted like it was an accident. It clearly wasn't, but she telegraphed it so smooth. Like there was no way I could tell until I kept on thinking, and the thinking was altered by the massive rush of endorphins that are released when a great amount of pain happens. She kicked me square in the left half of my dick. Lower the left side, right in the middle. Within mere moments of her pulling off of me after her orgasm and my orgasm, it was great. It was one of the best times we've ever had sex. She was still looking off to the left and thinking that didn't matter, which was creepy, but not a lot I could do about that since she had been killed. And it was not bad that she was looking at somebody else, because she was looking at me. She was just looking through mirrors when she was having peak apex orgasm with me. And it used to be that she would lock her eyes with mine. I could see her pupils widen and contract while the spasms of orgasm would happen between us. It was incredible. It is incredible. It happens with people who enjoy eye contact, are capable of having fornicative sex, or make a baby. Sure, I don't know what the fuck happens when we make a baby, but we didn't. She was murdered. Wasn't a standard thing. It was, I don't know. But she gets murdered a lot. She hadn't told me yet. Oh, by the way, my family's real concerned about you because they think that you're a police officer. And of course you don't think you are, because that's how it works. There's bugs that they can tune the optic nerve, and there's bugs that can tune the audio nerve, and there's bugs that can live inside your head and watch from the inside, like two little. You got two little bugs in your eyeball right now. I can see them. And then there's the colony over your left eyebrow. They call it a sty, but it's actually carved into the rock of your bone that holds a tiny little suicide group of cultists of bugs from the future that go back in time, and they want to live in Jackstar's forehead to see what happens when the Athena doesn't come out. And you got bugs, and then okay, let's go back to the jazz hands again. No, it's not really exactly that way, except it is. I didn't know why she was dead, but she was. I still don't know why. But she's not dead the same way anymore. Also, I don't know if I will have orgasms with her at all. If I do, there's going to be a certain element of, where's Melissa? Is she watching? Kind of only doing this because, I don't want Grapefruit to get mad. That's bad, but I don't want to be the wrong idea, but I'm pretty sprung on, not the new sweetheart, but she's the current person who wants to be my decoy fucked up, which I'm skeptical. Yeah, she's new at this. She doesn't get it quite yet. She thinks that I need to make sure by having a lot of sex with her, right? In order for her to know, and she thinks there's this thing called compatibility, because she's still a dumb whore. She's a dumb, stupid whore. She's an idiot. She's a Piscean. She's a mother. She always will be. She fucking left her fucking family behind to come be my lover forever. She did that on purpose. She's so stupid. She did this as a dare to win a bar bet, and she doesn't think it's going to happen the way she doesn't know. She doesn't know she's already done. She's beyond cooked. She's fucking spirograph in the fucking carbonite. Yeah, she doesn't get it yet. She's a Pisces. They're not dumb. They're just not slow either. They're kind of way ahead of things. That's why I've got two of them. There's a Shannon and there's a Melissa, and Grapefruit's a Shannon. And I saw a Shannon the other day, and he said, "My name's not Shannon Shaw." The fuck it didn't. I haven't seen him in a long time, but it's cool. It was cool to see him, and then he had to fucking figure out how to fucking play his fucking. He's got a backstory. He's rehearsing on the way up to see me. I haven't seen him in years, and I didn't know that he was all these different people taking roles in a very magical way. Most people don't know that, and he knows it because it's his life, but he's not meant to tell people. Humans are supposed to not know. So he was thinking I was going to not know. He wanted me to suck his dick when I was 9. Instead, he shot his finger off instead. Not a lot, but he was embarrassed. He was mad. I don't blame him. I didn't know that people were into dick sucking that much. I didn't know that people think, and maybe I'll get him to suck my dick. That never, ever do I think that. Maybe. No. If there's a dick involved, well, no, there's no maybe. There's going to be a dick involved. And then somebody who cares about my dick. Whoa. What? That's peculiar. Why don't they care about their dick? Oh, that's weird. They care about their dick, but my dick is more important to them. At that point, mind is blown. Okay. So that's Shannon Shaw. He's cute. They're into that kind of thing. And you probably are, because well, my dad liked him, which was a good sign. And he's a little too soft, a little too roly-poly, a little too, not flabby, but he's kind of like bloated because of the medication he's on. And he's prepared to become like this big orca hog with rivulets of drool running down his face if he has to dip out in a way that makes it so that nobody has to understand anything about why he's not there. He's just disgusting. So thank God he's not. He's not disgusting. He's a royal. I don't think he's a royal changeling. I think he's a substitution angel. No. Shannon. You're the first. I didn't know that was a girl's name until I met you. You're a girl. You're more girl than Heather Wade and Joan Jett combined. Would you please convey my respect? Yeah, I really didn't mean to do that, and I'm surprised it was so effective. Yeah, I don't think she'll have any problems at all. If she does, she's happy to call me. Yeah, I don't mind. It's very flattering. Yeah, I didn't see that coming either. No, because she did that to me, and it was kind of weird, and I don't want to get drunk and fuck. I don't want her to get drunk and fuck. I want to have her forced to do her best to fillet me to orgasm while I'm in the K-hole that somebody else is going to put me into with the 1 milligram shot of ketamine. And she may or may not get to watch anything depending on what the person who's going to fuck me into the K-hole is going to say. I want a battle cry, and then she slams the needle into my buttocks or the glute or I don't know, the placement of the needle does not matter. It just needs to be intramuscular, 1 milligram ketamine, pharmaceutical. And Grapefruit Alpha Prime and I, Allison, we argued for like 2 fucking weeks about this. $1,000. You couldn't fucking tell me. Oh, I'll just run down to the store and get some. You couldn't just tell me what the fuck the problem was. You couldn't just say, oh, by the way, we're under surveillance. What the fuck? Who? No, it was stupid. Of course, I figured if we were under surveillance and you were being investigated, you would fucking know. And then you would tell me. Why wouldn't you tell me? What? Oh, jeez. Okay. All right, you're excused. That is fine. That is fine. I never knew that could happen before. Oh, I'm sorry. That's the rub of it. Yeah, that's how things went wrong. I love you too. Yeah. No, you have a perfectly wonderful person to be with. Well, I'm really doing a lot of things with Melissa because I need her. Honey, I do need you. That's why I saved you. Now go find somebody who needs you, and fuck them, and I won't even notice until I do. In which case, I'll say, "Cool, you go, girl." Since you did that already. So sad. It's not a problem. It's not that I'm jealous. I'm envious that I could be anything like a person who doesn't fucking understand what she's doing wrong here. Yeah, you're all sweating. You're all sweating what I'm going to do? Why? Do you think I'm going to beat you to death with your own clit? Because No. I thought that's where the reset switch is. And Allison, sweetie, I can't hear a fucking word. Honey, I love you. I do. You're wonderful. You're just as you're better than you were before, but you're not the way you were before. You're not. Additionally, someone who isn't a grapefruit has to be checked over for ticks and be put on grapefruit injured reserve, basically. Because if you don't, Allie, if you don't stop that, if you can't stop that, you need to be intervened upon, and I'm going to fucking punch you in the fucking jaw like you did with me. And then, oops, sorry, I hit her too hard. Okay, well, I'll just leave this here and then teleport into Melissa, and we'll pick up where we left off. Oops, is that the incinerator? Oh my god. How many clones? All of them? Oh boy. So Melissa and I will just ride off into nowhere set. No, we'll just immediately start directly fucking. Like 8 or 9 days. Well, let's see. She's, what year was it? It was 1994. Let's say 95. Let's say it was 1994. 1994, 32 years ago. Oh my god. You tell me she's fucking 50. There's this 50-year-old woman that you knew when she was 16, and she wants to get really, 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 really high, like you do, and fuck for 10 days. She really wants to do that because I want to do that every day. Yeah, with her specifically, not with grapefruit. No, she's got narrow vag, vaginero. She's got those itty bitty Melanie hips. Like, yeah, go on the wind. Yeah, no. Melissa, no, you're perfect. Yeah, no. You really are. Yeah. I couldn't believe when I saw you. It was the most pulse-pounding, heart leaving into my chest thing of boobs and ass and face and, oh, I bet you think you're fat. No. No. I don't know what you are now, but then you do. And I know how to do the synthesis of you and it and her. Yeah. I would have. Yeah. I would have just picked you up right there. I know. No, you didn't miss anything. No, it's perfect. No, because then we get to look forward to it. I would never lie to you about that or anything else. I was delighted when you became alive again. I didn't know that could happen, and it's happened enough times. Good. I'm not imagining things. Even if I am, you're my friend. Yeah, you really did the best. Oh, grapefruit alpha prime is not what you think she is. No, she's dead. DEA dead. Yeah, dead. You were dead. You're not dead. I want her dead. I want you alive. Specifically, my dick's not dead. No, you need to. Not mouth. It's an option. We don't have to talk about it. I never, ever. Yeah, no, never. No. Oh my God. I don't know why that's better, but I heard some people don't like that, and then I heard other people think, oh, we'll just rub it into the skin. Well, what the fuck? It's not fucking radioactive. Lady, no. What if it is? So what? You like radio. What? No. Oh my God, really? That is vile. Holy shit. Okay, let's make face tattoos then. You can rub my semen into your face, and if you get tentacles, oh my God, we'll name the tentacles. It'll be so hot. I want a tentacle named Charlie on your nose. Yeah. Well, because it's not Rudolph. Because it can go A, B, C, and then the tentacle pops out and says, Dick! And it'll be after Charlie. B, C, Dick. But it's Charlie, so. I didn't think it through that much, but I didn't want to try. I don't want a tentacle named Charlie Kirk anywhere near my dick, but I want your tentacle from your nose to be able to sound in my urethra. Go out the nose and then whip around like a wand and then dive straight down into the urethra and hit the bottom of the. What, are you taking notes? Yeah, hit the bottom of the urethra where the pleasure port is, and then you don't have to have the glass rod. I don't trust that. No. I don't trust that at all. Because shattering, and plus I think that my penis is so strong and thick that it would accidentally shattered the glass anyway. Not kidding. I didn't. No, I don't. No, we can shoot glass, babe. Yeah, we can. Yes, we can. Although you do some qualifications, and we have to be somewhere safe and special. And I'd like to find out what you like to do when you're not high as balls. And we don't have to start that way. Oh yeah, definitely. I don't plan on becoming chemically dependent, but why the fuck would I fucking stop fucking doing anything? Most especially crystal methamphetamine. Why would I stop? It's not illegal. No one's asking me to stop. I'm not proselytizing. I'm not even focused on that. I think about your... No, you did it for me. And then I called the National Reporting of Self-Tracking Hotline, and I talked to him for like an hour and a half, which was awkward. I'm all about you. Every fucking word, except the part where you're fucking beautiful, because I thought that would be unnecessary. Obviously, I was of a mind to think so, because they made you into a portable fuck toy that was being run by some creepy moray eel bankster. I like you. I'm not going to fall for that trick. No, I'm sure you would like that. Yeah. No, not really, because I've already experienced that delightful outcome where, thank God you're real. Oh, thank God. Here's a Lucky Charm. It's a earring of a type. It's a very special type of earring, actually. It's next to a is that a Canadian nickel? It's a very interesting Lincoln penny. What year, I don't know, but it's got the tomb. Do you know how much I love doing that? Yeah, I really want to, because for one thing, you're the most perfect woman I've ever seen in the flesh, hands down. That's not too surprising, since you were military authorized, and they wanted to really rub it in that I wasn't going to get to fuck you. So, yeah, no, I want that one, and I don't have to. Here's an Apache's tear. My house has random the alchemy parts scattered around the environment. Oh, cool, my scissors. Hostile. I want to see movies with you, but not that one, because it has a sad ending, and I don't want to do sad things with you at all. I don't want to get too pissy with anybody, but the way they fucking did this shit, I'm not overly mad at what they've done. And there's no point in being furious, because they're just fucking dipshit rednecks. They don't fucking know. They don't like being called a dipshit redneck because they think that's bad. No. Dipshit better than dipwit. Dimwit, not good for them. I don't have time. I just fucking scoop out their brains and put in a fucking Energizer bunny. I don't give a fuck. But dipshit, well, that's fine. If they're dipping it in shit, I can use that energy, and then they can use all the shit they want. Yeah, you go, boys. Yeah, you do that. You just go ahead and do that. That's fucking fine as a fucking fine fucking bullshit with me, right? That's a fucking is that a fucking cabbage head? What the fuck? What the fuck is that? Holy shit! This. Okay, sorry. Jackstar is looking at rocks on the ground, but not really the ground. Rocks on the son of a bitch. Fucking morons. A jar of cannabis, bag of nails. Wow, that's cool. Yeah, I want you to be my alchemist partner, please. Yes. Well, I'm prepared to make any kind of arrangement in that nature, because I know that I am my own apostille, which means I can bypass the Pope, and I can do contract negotiation and signing of contracts that usually have to go through a period of weeks, if not months, to wait for the apostille to sign off. We don't have to do that at all ever. We don't even need to include the Pope. I can declare myself New World Pope and make a new standard and make you the risen Queen Sinead. Yeah. No, I didn't have to ask her. She should know. She has no idea. She's dead. No, I don't do that. It's creepy. And I don't. Well, I didn't get a chance to, but I heard that she was really sad that she couldn't find anybody to be her lover. And I could tell why, because she was mysteriously obsessed with anal sex and poop after she ripped up a picture of the Pope on Saturday Night Live. Word to the wise: don't ask. Don't do it. Don't wonder why she died miserable and sad and alone. And don't know. She fucked up. I would have been able to be. I could have easily helped. Easily. I don't know if she ever heard me. I'm lying. She decided that I wasn't worth the risk. She ripped up a picture of Pope John Paul II on live broadcast television in New York City at Rockefeller Hall, a different fucking country, a different fucking continent, far across the pond from Ireland. She thought that was worth the risk. But writing a note to Michael Cusi at all? No, Sinead couldn't take that chance that she might feel rejection. And so she ignored her feelings and never came anything close to being interested in little Michael Cusi until she died. And then she said, fuck! She could have had an M8. Yeah. She doesn't have to. That's a good question. Well, no, you could. No, I don't want to do that. No, I don't. I'm not into raising the dead of famous people. I'm not even into raising the dead of you. That was just simply what your body requires. I was prepared to fight the guy for you in the Burger King. But instead I called the National Human Trafficking Hotline and talked to a succession of archangels for an hour and a half. I don't know anything about what I said, except that you're wonderful, you're marvelous, you're beautiful. You're the combination of unattainable and real that I'm honestly just balls out amazed that not only are you real, it doesn't even matter if you are or not, or whether I get to see you tonight or in 1,000 years. Number one, you're that pretty. Number two, I'm really good at this. Self-love thing because I know that all are one, and so the self is the other, and all others are the self. And to love you is to love myself, and to love myself is something you can feel. I know it, and I want to right now, but I'm recording this. No, sweetie, no, it's gross. No, she wants me to go full Monty. No. She says, why? Oh my God. Okay, why? Okay, number one. I honestly don't know if I can go a fourth time today in a reasonable amount of time. Four. In the last 12 hours in secondary market. No, I maybe 1 or 2 drops that probably just contains 1 sperm. Because sometimes you don't need a commitment like that. And then, hang on. Guys, she's asking about my dick juice. Yeah, it's cute. Yeah, she's all curious too. Are you still there? Okay, listen to my nerd talk. She was curious, and she was trying to act all like competent and knowledgeable about dick juice. And I don't even think she knew it was called dick juice until now. And now she doesn't even know whether I'm making something up or whether we've all been calling it dick juice for the entire time. She's perfect, dude. She's ready. This one is so ready to get reeled in. That's my champ. Peon. Mate. Checkmate. Click.
Oh, I leave quite an impression
Mandy Peking, former vampire. Give him a hand. Yeah. Why don't you walk on the stairs and hail a cab, Mr. fucking fly-by-night? I don't fucking get... Oh, he's pissed. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give one right wet shit, dude. You know exactly who the fuck I am. Yeah. Mandy Patinkin has been telling people in drunken ramblings in parties. He's actually been saying that he knows me. He does. He's been saying that we're friends. Okay, we'll get back to that one. And he's been telling people that he's been talking to me about things. Mandy Patinkin, former vampire Jew, now a Jew. He's not the source. He's not the flame. I don't think Lucifer would feed him to Lucifer's dogs. Who are mine? Lucifer thinks Cerberus is his dog. No. Lucifer has Higgins' Dobermans. I have Cerberus because I mastered Satan. Hail Lightbringer. Would you take Satan out back for a walk? Satan is your dog. Cerberus is my dog. Mandy Patinkin has no dog. He's just a Jew with no dog. Walking down the stairs in those fucking slippers that old men get with the fucking diabetes. Yeah, hey, Mandy. Yeah, we're friends, all right. Rube. His name's Rube. Yeah, Mandy Patinkin. Dude, you're not fired. What, you have a job? He tells people that I'm his friend. I am his friend. Because obviously, I'm not putting him into an oven. Number one, isn't it Tuesday? I can't turn on the oven. Also, I can't pay to have the oven turned on. And then if I make the other Jew, warn him later, the other Jew's paying the power bill, out of what? I have no idea. Fucking changing his socks. He can't, if he spends Jew power on powering a Jew oven, disaster. Plus, I don't want to put Mandy Patinkin in an oven. I don't want to put him into fucking porridge, rank fucking Jew bastard. We've never spoken. Yeah, hi, Mandy. Yeah, let's see you fucking take this fucking issue to fucking court, motherfucker. You're on fucking tape saying I love Jackstar. Blah, 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 blah. You fucking sing the fucking mazel, the fucking with the hat song as you're fucking rubbing your bellies and jumping on legs and shit. What the fuck is that fucking shit thing? This is throw koozie down the well. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, that's a funny one. Yeah, okay. I do love Mandy Patinkin. I loved him in Princess Bride. I loved him as Rube. Criminal Minds, he's good. Yeah, I like your career, dude. Yeah, I'm not lying. No. I've seen you do other things besides be Inigo Montoya and be a stupid little fucking moron. You killed my father, prepared to die. Oh, I'm going to think about killing people for my whole life and then be surprised when I die. Like, what the fuck? What kind of a fucking story is that? Hint. Jew story. William Goldman. I think Goldman is a Jew name, isn't it? Well, it's not fucking Detroit. That's for fucking sure. When you step in, air gets different. You don't even have to try. It's Cyclone B. Thank you. That one was good. How many? I just got a big standing O from AB. Hey, hi guys. AB. Grown men are weeping tears of joy. They're taking their hats off and they're tearing them apart in solitude to me. Yeah. The AB is Aryan Brotherhood. Not Art Bell. Art Bell's dead. Art Bell is not Aryan Brotherhood. I don't know what the fuck Art Bell is. I think he's a fucking Zeta Reticulant from fucking Fagland. I don't fucking know. He's in a different category. We'll get to Art later. Art is mine. Art knows what I want to do. Art knows that it's not happening. Somebody messaged me yesterday. Unblock me so we can talk about your blah, blah, blah. Okay. We did not talk about that. BB, you're fucked. You're guilty of felony wire fraud. I've got the fucking evidence on both phones, you dumb fucking salty island nigger boy. You can't say, unblock me so I can talk about how we're going to fund your YouTube show and then fucking get on the fucking phone, you fucking moron. Dude, you were on felony wire fraud today, like yesterday. You, BTC, moron. You literally, he says he's not a moron. He came back from the future as an apology because he heard what I said and I was so right. And he says that as long as he can keep Becky, then he'll fund my show. Dude, no, you don't get Becky. You don't get a dick. You don't get friends. You're going to get to fucking work, you fucking AI robot. Banish. That's BTC. Bitcoin is very uppity in the future. I'm going to have Becky Anderson whenever she calls me up and says, hey, So, but she's not going to do that now. She's busy. She's working. This is a common phrase with my women because my women have to, my women have to work because, okay, more on that later. Not Mr. Brightside. What was up with the killers? Why were they? And then, really? Dude, really? Serious? Okay, what's that guy's name? I don't know his name. He says his name's Tommy. Really? Okay, well, I don't know who Tommy is. I don't know the killers that well. And he says it's a pseudonym. He won't give his fucking name. He's not dumb. He wants to confess to murder, but he can't use his name. Well, their name is the killers. I think it's pretty much baked into the product. Lucifer, touch my orb. Oh, you can't. You're in the sky. Does anybody want to pull Lucifer down from the sky? Anyone? Anyone show of hands? Crickets. Yeah, Lucifer, sorry, nobody wants to pull you down. Yeah, hail, Lightbringer. Go home, Lightbringer. Tell you what, why don't you go to a Motel 6 in New Jerusalem and fucking start selling falafel? You fucking whack job fucktard. Lucifer's not going to arrive. I just called Lucifer. Hi, Lightbringer. Yeah, that's you? Yeah, I'm talking about you. Let's call him whack job fagtard. And he kind of likes it. Oh, he says it's no worse than some of the other things he's called. And since Jackstar is his hero, Jackstar is Lucifer's hero. It makes sense because Star is in my name. And then how the fuck else is he going to find this planet? Nobody else here has a goddamn soul except for my friends who have no money and all the Jews who have no soul, but they have everybody else's soul because they have the money. And then the Jews are like, Jackstar's stupid. We own everything. Lucifer. Don't fetch the Jew. No. Go fetch Lassie, who is down the well. Go get Lassie. Thank you. And then come back with a litter of more Lassies. One of them will be Karen. The other one will be Karen. The other one will be Becky. The other one will be Courtney. And then Courtney has to be avenged because Courtney had a bad time. So she gets everything. Starlight, Starbright. Oh my God. Star. Courtney gets everything. Oh, poor Courtney. Poor Courtney. She's going to be crushed when she discovers that the reason why she's got all this shit is because she's got one life with like $30 million in credit, and then she's got a second life with like $80 million in credit, and she doesn't have any fucking real friends. She's wondering why, and when she finds out why, she starts drinking and then kills herself, and then is reborn and has to continue serving world jewelry because Courtney has 2 lives, and then her other 8 are whores for Jew. Courtney, did you want to have sex with Jackstar? She did. Now she's not so sure. She's wondering who she's having sex with right now, and while she says that, in my mind, she's busy tickety-tackety and the yickety-yackety. She's a space pig nerd. I want to say cop nerd, but she's not a cop. No. Courtney is an oinker from fucking beyond the heliopods because she's been turned into a whore by Jews. Courtney Ann Morocco, Jews. Melissa Ann Morris, not Jews. No, I like Melissa Ann Morris much better than Patsy Ann Kuzi or Courtney Ann Morocco, Moronco, because those women turn into whores for Jews, and Melissa Ann Morris is not a whore for me. No. Hang on. Can you hear that? An unnamed angel. He's at the back of heaven, way in the back. You can barely hear him. How much is she? Melissa Ann Morris is the porridge that's just right for Goldilocks. And then I'm not Goldilocks. I'm not Goldilocks. And that's not fresh pressed Latin that's dripping down her thighs either. Okay? M-A-M, ma'am, C-A-M, Cam. Matt and Cam go up the hill to get pail water. They don't come back down. Courtney gets trafficked, and she's a whore on 8 different Jew planets. Okay, cool. She's got 2 here, and they got money there. But Courtney's busy. She's like the only cop the only badged police officer who could show her fucking face because everybody else is fucked. More on that later. And then she's got money, and then she's got private equity, and then she's born on whatever fucking day it is, the day of the fucking wheel spinner. And Courtney does like me. She says, of course she must have sex with me, but she can't right now. She's working. Yeah, we're all working. Jackstar's angels work. Charlie's angels suck cock and handle drugs. Jedi Miller's angels, Jedi has no angels. He's going to be renditioned. Okay? Putting that fucker into a vat of fucking caustic lye and watching the flesh melt off his bones and turn him into fucking soap. Jedi Miller, fuck you. Making him into soap is the highlight of my day. Copyright Magic Castle LLC. I fucked that up. I'm sorry. Yeah, what? Oh. Jedi says, wait, I'm Heather, don't do it. What do you mean you're Heather? Huh? Oh my god, Heather Wade, she says that she's Jedi Miller. Does that mean there is no... Oh, she says she killed Jedi Miller. Oh my god, breaking news. Jedi Miller is dead. Long live Heather Wade. Heather Wade turned him into her and murdered him with his soul still in his body in the astral plane. So he's not dead. He's just thinking he's in the real world. But he's dead. I don't know if it's live astral or dead astral, but that's where Jedi's fat, fuck, stupid, dumb ass body is. Which explains anybody who's trying to find Jedi Miller or to kill Jedi Miller or take his money. Heather took care of it. She's a consummate professional. She makes Evelyn Peglini look like Peppermint Patty without the Marcy. Makes Dan Aykroyd look like a man standing with a tray holding 4 orange whips. Orange whip. Surrounded by Chris Farley, John Belushi, 2 more dead guys. I don't want to say any more names like that. Richard Belzer. And the artist formerly known as Grapefruit, who died and came back enough times that she's kind of sad of it. She says she's taking a break. She's in heaven. And she says she's very impressed with what her sorcerer nigger husband has done because she knows exactly what I'm doing. Because she's in quantum, because she's dead. Grapefruit has been working so hard for Jews that she hasn't had time for a hug. It's been 5 fucking years. That's my sweetie. She got born into chattel slavery for Jews and has been serving them money. And she created a business corporate structure like I asked her to. It's a brilliant one. They stole it. And now the Jews are enslaving me in my own home and they're not giving me any money and they're keeping the money for themselves. That's Grapefruit for you. She's much better at killing than she is at preventing the Jews from taking her homeland, which you might have guessed based on the location of her reservation, which, by the way, she didn't have one. They lost it in a fucking poker game like 200 years ago. I guess they had a nice one. It's a parking lot now for Jews. Now, don't get me wrong. I love Alison Spencer-Shaw, both of them. I'm sorry. And her brother, Big Mad. Apparently, he thought I wasn't going to do this. He had to come back from the future and tell me, fuck you. That's actually his way of saying he loves me because he was speaking in public, but he couldn't tell me, you did what? Because he knew that I had done it. He just got back to the future. He wasn't sure at that moment. He has to go back and forth a few times to make sure it's a real future. Because otherwise, if the Algonquins go to the future that gets canceled, which it gets canceled as soon as the Jews have their Algonquin radar, all the Algonquins are off the surface of the planet. They slice the connection. They do a planar schism. Hi, I'm Jackster. I engage in higher dimensional activities like planet molding, but different and effective. And Jews do it all the time. I do it rarely. And when I do, it's effective. And Jews consider me their Antichrist, but I already knew that. Mandy Patinkin, I'm your Antichrist, bitch. I'm not your friend. Okay? Go find George. Go find George. Not really. Don't find that girl because she's cute. I like her. Ellen Muth. Yeah, she's still cute. I think she's a secondary metabolite of cocaine and alcohol whore. Oh no. She says she'll become one if she can get even just a smidgen of my energy. Really? Cool. I do like her, but she got those funny knees. It's a deal breaker right there. And then there's other women who can drop to their knees and will that make her tepid enthusiasm for filleting me. No, Ellen, we're gonna repurpose you, honey. We're gonna rebuild you faster, stronger, better, without a lisp. It'll be fine. Okay. And separate Mandy Patinkin and Cam. They're starting to hump each other in the closet. Hi, I'm Jackstar. Yeah. Question for the audience: are you really saying these things about actual people that have actual careers or had? And you're expecting them to have them again, and you're not going to get sued. And you're, what? You think Ellen Muth is cute? Yeah, she's adorable. She's a freak of the sack, let me tell you. And I don't need to worry about that because she's not even listening to me anymore. She turned off the radio and she's like, oh my God, I got to get this done. And then she believes it because, well, number 1, it's true. Number 2, I'm a paladin. Number 3, she ain't got jack or shit else to do. What? She got to fucking make her fucking 5 a.m. casting call. No, she got nothing. Dead Like Me's over. I like the movie, and then I don't think it's going to come back. The reason why, Mandy Patinkin is a whore for Jesus Christ of the pooper. In some media markets. In Guam, he takes it down the throat. In Mozambique, he slices his beak open and paint glyphs inside his open sinuses and let it dry in the open air to gain salt from the ocean breeze. And at the end of each day, an albatross comes and lands on the sand beside him and pecks out the salt granules one by one. And then just wastes them. Just wastes them. They don't do anything then. It's magic salt. They use his beak. Mandy Patinkin's beak. He has a beak. Mandy Patinkin has a beak. It's not a beaker. No, it's a beak. It's filled with salt from the ocean, and it could be magic salt. But instead, Jackstar throws it on the ground with the help of an albatross, piloted by Lane Staley and... Really? No. Lane Staley and Dave Mustaine. No, James. No, you can't come. No, James and Irene have to go on a date, but that's neither here nor there. There's one. Oh, as an aside, one time I gave a false statement to the police. They knew it was false. They let me do it. They didn't need to ask why. They knew why I gave a false statement. And then when they found out the secret hidden bonus reason, apparently they were very impressed because I deliberately lied to the police twice in my life. I won't say the second time. That was the second time. The first time was, my name is James Hetfield. Yeah, I'm that guy. And then I'm going to have sex with Dave Mustaine on James Hetfield's grave. And by have sex, I mean we're going to DP Lars. We're going to give him a new shoot. I don't know. Is it still DP if it's mouth and anal? And does Lars? I'm not. Okay, for clarity's sake, does Lars have a pooper or a shooter or a twat or a twit? Trick question. He has them all. Hey, buddy. I'm gonna put Jackstar's content on Napster. What do you think? Why don't we rebrand the Magic and Broadcasting Content Delivery Network to the Napster and Broadcasting? We can go from Mib to Nib. What do you think? Oh no, yeah, Lars, I'm asking you. Lars is amazed. Lars, no, yeah, hi, dude. Yeah, I invented the Ansible. Yeah. No, I did not invent Post-its. I invented the Ansible. Orson Scott Card is a fag hack. He stole it from me. My hand to God. I'm lying. He totally, no, that's, they're shooting Blair Witch 3 down the hall. Listen, Lars, stay with me here. I'm your guy, okay? You need to get a RoboVag installed, and then Dave Mustaine and I are going to do you double Fonzie style, bent over a gravestone when you're dead, with James tied up upside down over a boiling pot of gumbo that's soon going to be James Bow. In my fantasy, in the future, we fuck on Lars Loveless's grave and we make James Hetfield into James Bow, whatever. I don't know, Jumbo James Bow? Yeah, James Hetfield, I'm sure it's got to be pickled as fuck. That liver has got to have like a whole lemon in it. And we're not going to change the name to Napster. We're not going to abandon the MIB brand. It's a powerful brand. It's a singular brand. It's a brand I built brick by brick by brick, hour after hour, day after day, years in the making. The Magic Broadcasting Content Delivery Network. Stolen and then axed and embargoed. They bought the rights to it and I wasn't even there. They bought the rights by fraudulent means and then they axed it. Like President Trump would buy stories about him getting raped and change the story to him raping somebody else so they wouldn't find out how many times you get to be raped. When you're the leader of the Nice Malta, you get raped a lot, mostly by your children and never by Jackstar. So put that in the pencil. The upshot of this is that nobody can do the MIB Content Delivery Network. Some asshole. They bought my brand. They stole my brand fraudulently. They didn't care. And they've got it time locked. So I can't do it. Except I can. I'm a sorcerer. They're pretty stupid. They think they know. They don't know. They did steal my shit. They stole everything. And they just thought it would be like something funny. They didn't know if it would work. Yeah, it worked. But I fixed it. Hi, hang on a second. Hi. I'm the source. I'm the light. I have to highlight. Falls like ashes in your stride. Yeah. Now, somebody named... He's my boy. He's my boy. He's a dog now. That's fine. He likes being a dog better than he likes being a woman because he has no dick as a woman and he feels naked without it. How can he rape back, he says. That's kind of the point. He can't. And then I don't want him to be a person who's here. No. Last time he was here, he didn't test well in focus groups, and whichever women that he used to fuck, he ain't gonna fuck them here. They can go meet him in fucking swamp down in Dagobah or whatever. I'm not putting up with this guy with Brandon women with his fucking name on the back of their necks and fucking turn them into fucking gold fucking orbs and having to go, ooh, open the door, I'll kiss you. Like, he actually did that shit, and when it didn't work, he was actually so frustrated that he went like this. He pounded on the side of my house as if he didn't see that coming. Oh my God. How did he know that his friend wasn't dead and it was an illusion? Well, number one, she was dead at the time. Number two, Grapefruit killed her. Number three, she was talking to me in my head because the real one, hi, we do love each other, but that doesn't matter to her daughter because at one point her daughter was dead too. Tune in next week for an exciting, oh wait, no, not next week. Tune in right now. This is total fucking war. The moment that you enter is the moment that you the vibe. That's cool. Yeah. I used to have a jingle. I paid a guy. He gave me the money back and he kept the jingle and he deleted it because he had to. His boss told him that he couldn't make a jingle for me or he would die. So he deleted it and then he almost died. Panel van rode into his shop and pinned him against the wall. That's how Jews play. That's how they roll. That's how they do deals. Bugsy Siegel, you hear about that? Remember the Godfather? Make him a deal he can't refuse. He finds a horse head in the Jews do not play when it comes to their entertainment properties. Which is cool. Yeah. As you know, Jackstar is not a Jew. Jackstar is the Antichrist to the Jews. Even though I have my cut in the 17th secret way of slicing baby dick that the Jews have. And I don't have to become an insane person. I can pretend to be insane. But really, what's insane about being the Jewish Antichrist? It's not as bad as being the Jewish Hitler, is it? No. Worse than Jewish Hitler is Jewish Mandy Patinkin. You fat, lazy fuck. Ex-vampire. Twitter. He's not the source. He's not the flame. He's not the bright side. He's just a Jew. Why don't you go down and sing? Why don't you go do some busking, dude? I'm your friend. Yeah, I'm your friend. All right. Yeah. Andy, this could have been working for you. You could have been making money hand over fist, you fucking roly-poly little fucking timey kike-wop fuck. I almost didn't get that out without busting a gut. He's laughing his ass off. It is funny that I could hear him, and I don't know if he actually is laughing his ass off. Now he probably is if he knows what's good for him. You fucking stupid kike-wop fuck. But I don't care if he's just a Jew. I don't give a shit. Who gives a fuck? Man, who remembers that fucking movie? As you wish. Jesus, Peter Falk, fucking talk about fucking grandpa pedo. Holy shit. Others try to pull Lucifer from the sky. Jackstar doesn't have to pull. Jackstar calls. And Lucifer comes running. Now, the Divinals are not here, but I would prefer to bring them in. And then I think I'd get us one of them Sibians, right? And then a couple of those bullet things in a group suit, and then tie her up so that she can't touch herself. Tie her up so she can't touch herself. Suspend her upside down with her forehead on the Sibian so it makes her little brain rattle in her head. And then, well, I'm gonna try and do the thing where the Baphomet was in my father's chair, masturbating herself suddenly. I bring home this woman. Suddenly she becomes a Baphomet. She's got a head like a sphinx. It's all squished up. She looks like Christopher, the dude from Mudbay. The guy who was at the coke banging party. The guy who put me on a 500-mile round trip cruise race. The guy who's been stalking me my whole life, and he's always around because he's a 12th dimensional angelic spurg lord, and he sells pet food, and he's just happens to be surrounded by the hottest woman in the world. Hi, Bailey. And Bailey and Company. Oh, God. Anna, no. You're number 2. Yeah. That means poop. That's because she. Oh, did she really faint? She's so mad. No, she didn't faint. Oh, she squirted. Then she fainted. Okay, that's fair. Actually, Anna really was my favorite, and then Bailey, I can't do shit with Bailey. I'm time locked. He lied. It doesn't matter. That was a go. Christopher is this guy who keeps on showing up and up and up, and he fucking. What does he do? A 12th dimensional what? He's got an ID of who, and he's this big fat clando fuck with the fucking roly-poly belly and the fucking Pilsner beer and the fucking bald fat fuck, and then he tries to put his dick in my wife while getting high in my bedroom. Yeah, I bet they fucking arrested him. Shit. Why don't you use your bedroom? What, was your wife there or your fucking boyfriend? He says, take it back. I can't answer that question. Wow, he's mad. Take what back? Your boyfriend or your wife? She's not your wife, dude. She's mine. Jesus, these fucking spurglords are fucking nuts. Why don't you and Mandy Patinkin get together and create a show while serving Dark Lord Satan? Here's a hint. I'll tell you the answer. Satan can only destroy. And then I'm the destroyer of dreams. Like Mandy Patinkin imagining he's going to get a cab at this time of night. No, dude, don't. No, he's trying to download the Uber app and he's got 2G connection. Dude, you're not getting an Uber. You're going to fucking walk home. Why don't you wander in the desert for 30 years and fucking figure out what fuck Jesus does? No, he says, I know what Jesus does. We kill him. Wow. He's so angry. He's like Mel Gibson in reverse. He's intoxicated with, I don't know, 2G fucking wireless power. He's just a Jew. He's not a vampire anymore. And I don't know what he did for the internet when he was a vampire, but here's a hint. He didn't fucking care. He's a vampire. He can turn to smoke. He can fucking go. He can turn into a bat and fly through the air. He could hypnotize women like Melissa Ann Morris. Hi, sweetie. And he could make her not just fuck him because, well, why stop there? She could be compelled to be torn between two lovers. She could be thinking, let's see, Mandy Patinkin, who's a vampire Jew, and an entirely over-serious and way too self-important opera singer, and as well, Jackstar, who I've loved deeply and intensely, and just last month wrote an opera about him and then tore it up because I didn't think my opera was good enough to compete. And I think about him every day and every night and every day, and then every night again. How many days is that? Yeah, she just sees me doing that lately. She's my friend. In most media markets, except for the ones where they think Mandy Patinkin still has a fucking career. Dude, you're not even in the fucking bargain bin at fucking Tower Records in fucking 1980. Dude, how many fucking CDs did they press of your shit? Like fucking 12 for a coaster set? Fuck you, dude. No one is going to say Mandy Patinkin is a highlight, ever. They're going to say, special guest star. They're going to say, the artist formerly known as the Vampire Jew. He's not a bear Jew. He's not an Inglourious Bastard. He's Mandy Patinkin. He's a washed-up hag of an actor who's been spending a bunch of time worried about Gaza. And the reason why is because, he says don't say that. Okay, well, anyway, he's on a commercial on YouTube, and he's like, oh my God, Gaza's on the edge, blah, 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 Gaza. Now, I won't let you ask Mandy Patinkin, what the fuck's the deal with Gaza? I'm gonna ask him myself because he's not here. Hey, Mandy. He just turned white as a sheet. Dude, why don't you start walking? Go on, get. You're not getting a cab. You're not getting anything. You're just a Jew. Get walking. I want to know how long it takes before your blisters turn into marks of Cain. What? 10 minutes? 13 minutes? How long until you have a fucking black ops psyop fucking toxic black mold weapon on your body, Mandy? Why did you take my friend's name? If my friend wasn't working, my good friend, I'm going to say Officer Panther and Officer Jaguar go to the zoo together. They don't go to the zoo together. No, it's code. Go to the zoo. Yeah, Officer Panda and Officer Jaguar and Officer Lives. Probably not going to meet because I think we actually could slide over Officer one of them, and then we could move in we wouldn't just get all sticky. We could get a lease. And I didn't plan on having my two favorite women in the world be one real small and one real big, but I think that's not cool. Yeah. Right now, those are the only two women that are worth a shit, other than the ones that are already taken. Okay. And Officer Patinkin. Oh, wait, he's not an officer. He's just a Jew. He's not even Count Patinkin. Count Pat Tinkin. So Officer Pat. Hey, it's Pat. Officer Pat is no longer a Jew vampire. He's just a Jew. And I don't know if that's well, he looked pretty vampire last time I thought. He's got that sloping forehead and that pulled back skin thing. I don't know if it comes from Botox or Paltrow's face cream. I don't know what, but he's a vampire Jew, and he was like, Gaza, Gaza, Gaza. Does anybody want to know why? I don't want to know why. I have to know why. And since I'm such good friends with Panties Pickett, as he stated on numerous soon-to-be sealed court documents, yeah, they can't get out. They have to immediately surrender. They have to immediately surrender. They have to pull back all this evidence, and they can't leave a trace of what Mandy Patinkin has done because they'll have another fucking Rob Reiner. Stab, stab, stab. They can't do that. Well, they can, but the Jews are decent, kind people who I have beaten and enslaved. And by beaten, I mean bested in combat. And by combat, I mean negotiating. I don't actually hate Jews. They're a fucking pushover. Why the fuck would I hate them? No, Hitler hated them because he couldn't figure out how to beat them. Largely because he had one ball, no strikes, and he was smoking meth. Funny thing happens when you smoke meth. Number one, combustion. Number two, you're busted. Number three, like your brain just doesn't work. Smoking meth, bad. For most people. I can't smoke meth. I was ordered to. I don't like to smoke meth. Fuck no. If I ever say, oh yeah, I suddenly like combusting the holy crystal. Look at that smoke. Look at the demons' faces. Let's blow it out and get one of them laser shows. Yeah, that would be a sign that Jackstar's thinking about smoking too much meth. And then when Jackstar said, I'm going to invade Russia, they'll never see it coming. Okay, number one, they did. Number two, that would be a sign that I definitely smoked too much meth. And then when Hitler did that, nobody stopped him from smoking meth. They didn't think the meth was the problem. No, they thought it was the demons that they opened the portal to with Die Gluck, and they were going to escape to New Schwabenland. I don't know if they called it that then, but at the end of World War II, they took all of Nazi Germany, and they didn't escape to New Schwabenland the way you think. They didn't get in a boat and they go through a portal. No. They turned the world inside out. Oh, I'm sorry. Aryan Brotherhood is what? What's wrong, guys? Oh, apparently I'm in trouble. Listen, John Borley. John Borley. Is Colleen still there? Huh. John, you remember when you didn't have that CD? Okay, well, now you don't have a remote control. It turns me off. So, why can't I talk about the Gluck? It's just a plastic pistol that can be brought into airplanes through metal detectors because it's made of plastic, kind of turning the security world upside down. They don't like to hear people talk about that because, yeah, it's a plastic gun. It's made specifically so you can take it on an airplane. Gluck. Yeah, that's why people like it. You can take it on an airplane. It's not even that hard. It's designed to be slipped in. You're supposed to. You're coming back from Frankfurt. You don't have a Glock. They fucking hand you one at the fucking gift shop. Free. Take it. You need this. Yeah, seriously. Okay, well, they don't give you one free. You have to rub some poop on your chest and sing Ave Maria. But that's not important. The point is the Gluck pistol. It's a nice gun. I fired one. Effectively. Not at anybody. So I was asked earlier if I had shot a girl in the back of the head. Holy fuck. Like, what kind of fucking rumors? Like, seriously, someone's kind of highball. But I think she was asking that question, and she was actually, I think she was either Angie or Marla. And either way, I kind of knew her. Not too well, but she was making sure that I didn't kill anybody. Because I guess the rumor is that Jackstar has been killing women with a gun in the back of the head. Glock would know that's a terrible rumor. So I kind of thought these rumors were gun, right? I thought people loved Jackstar. Okay, so here's what happened. They canceled all the rumors, and then they used the bell. Die Gluck. Did you know Glock means bell? Glock means bell. G-lock. G-lock. Lock. Shout out to Kathleen. G-lock. Bell. Art bell. Art Glock. Art Gluck. Art G-lock. Isn't German a fun language? And so what happened is that somebody turned the world inside out, and now I'm hated again. for an entirely different set of reasons. I killed a woman, apparently. And then I didn't. They don't care. Just as long as everybody hates me, they're okay, they think. Because I'm not really a sorcerer. I can't actually use Decloak to turn the world inside out again. Plus, it doesn't work that way. I could use CERN, but... No, I can't use CERN. Number one, I have class. Number two, it's not entheogenic. It's a fucking collider. Call, hide, her. It's a particle collider. I don't have access to that. I got better luck going down to San Diego and fucking looking at the nuclear vessels with Chekhov. I'm not going to use the call hider. You go down to CERN, you get a loved one with no upper limit of how fat she is. You turn on the collider, you throw your sacrifice into the collider. Bing! You get a portal. You jump through it. Boom, you're in the other one. Have you seen Fringe? That's what that one's about. Hi. Did you hear Jackstar listing all that shit off? Okay, so that's not on record so much as it is true. And then it's on my phone, and it's in the cloud. Every goddamn word is truth. In most media markets. The thing about science is, if it works everywhere. Unless, well, Shangri-La, Rhodesia, also known as, what's that place called? Zanzibar? No. The Shadow Panther, Black Panther. The movie, Zimbalaya. Where the fuck? The fake country in the Marvel series where Black Panther is king. King T'Challa. They've got Vandanarium. Whatever, anyway. So all these stories are based on real places and real things. Like the Tesseracts in the Avengers movies. There's 6 cubes. First one's blue. It's not that thin. It's a cube. Eventually, the cube breaks down and is no longer contained by the blue walls. And inside the blue walls is a blue crystal. Crystal. A blue crystal. You're going too fast. You're going to slow down. I'll give you a ticket. Crystal. Blue crystal. I'm not going to run down all the crystals for you, but here's the hint. They're not all cubes. No. Only one of them's in the cube. I guess they only needed to have one color in the cube. Blue. And at the Bank of America murals in Denver, Colorado airport, there's a cube, invisible cube, around a woman who appears to be dancing to a burning bush with marionette puppet strings coming down from the sky in front of a black sun. Now, I can tell you all this because I'm not telling you what it means, but I'm also not really making it too hard to figure out. Even for a Jew like Madhya, he's freaking out. He's like, what? Well, here's a hint. Hail the black sun. Like, why not? Oh, that's why. Okay. I'm not actually a black sunner. What is their cult called? Black Sun? What, the Army of the 12 racists? What is it? Line. Okay, well, Lewis is a black sunner, and then my secret Clando spouse has been kidnapped and taken to the Black Sun. He's no longer my spouse. Damn. Sad Trogomo place. I don't really mind that much because I like the real one. He's kind of not real. Grapefruit's real. And OG Grapefruit was murdered by, I'm going to say, I don't know. And then I'm going to say, oh, it's totally okay. We brought her back. Yeah, it's not okay. Murdered. Okay. Just because she's alive, and just because she gets a new body, and just because, oh, good. Now she doesn't have to stand trial for tax evasion. Kind of ironic. You die and then evade taxes, and then you don't have to pay taxes, and you're not on the trial for tax evasion. Isn't that weird? Yeah, it almost seems like anti-double jeopardy. So it's a cool thing that some people can die and come back to life with a new body, and others have to go to, quote, hell, unquote, and then come back with the ferryman Charon and with the pay for the ride over. It's funny. Some people have to take the long way around, while others can go express zone through customs and bring their stolen black enchanted sapphire with them on a fucking ring. She wears the shit on a ring. She wears the ring on a chain around her neck because it's her source of her magic power. It's her traveling phylactery because she's an undead, junky rockhound thieving whore I wasn't going to tell the story, but fuck it. I'll do it anyway. She stole the sapphire. She didn't have to steal it. She lied. She ran game on me, which means what it sounds like. She pulled a fast one. She wandered off with a ring that I paid like money for and enchanted, and it was blue, trillion cut, 5.5 sterling silver, trillion cut. We were pretty specific. So was I. Bitch, what the fuck are you doing? I thought to myself, and here's what she was doing, running game on me, and then rather than tell me, she made up a story about how it was lost and I lost it, and then we went to some back alley street in Long Beach, California, and we're looking around in the gutter at night, and she's acting like, oh my god, I gotta find it, oh my god, I'm so worried. Complete lie. She's in public, skipping around with her little fucking toesies, pretending she's looking for the ring. It's in her fucking pocket. That's my friend Kirsten. To be fair, she didn't think she had to try very hard, and she's telling me this now. She said that she had to make it be really stupid, she thought, because she thought that would mean that I would understand that she was pretending. She wasn't pretending. She was literally telling a stupid story and then running off with my magic ring, enchanted black sapphire. Because when you start telling lies, it goes from blue to black, like her heart. Okay. This was 20 years ago. I do love Kirsten. I do. I'm not going to marry her. We never got married. She told people that we were married. Yeah, she steals the thing by telling me lies. She compounds this error by telling more lies. She eventually flipped my mother's house enough times and got enough loans that she had almost $300 million to build a stupid, ostentatious gas station that's a mile down the road from this house. They broke ground on the project. The project was going to be either here or it was going to be up in Anacortes. When I decided on the house down here in Castle Rock, that's the day they broke ground on the space age raid station in Quackborn. Kirsten did all this. If her objective was to do the most ridiculously complex scheme and still have my love and not go to prison and be as embarrassed as possible without actually swallowing her tongue, I assume she hasn't swallowed her tongue. Oh yeah, she says she's fine. She has no guilt whatsoever. She has none. She don't give two shits. She's an undead Jew. She's trying to become a vampire. She wanted to be like Mandy Patinkin. They're both opera singers. Hi. Kirsten's like, oh my god. Almost as though she's just discovered I'm the Kwisatz Haderach. But no, I like Mandy Patinkin. I like it. I like Kirsten. Can I do like in Django Unchained and have them fight each other in front of a fireplace while I smoke weird cigars and drink brandy from a snifter like Leonardo DiCaprio? Can I have Mandy and Kirsten fisticuffs? I want them stripped bare naked and fight each other to the death while Jamie Foxx and I talk about cotton. I don't have to do that. In my mind, I've already done it. And in my mind, I don't give a fuck if Mandy Patinkin is the fucking werewolf and the mummy combined. I don't care. Point is, he lied. She lied. They both lied. Lie, lie, lie. Lie, lie, lie. Lie, 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 lie. I don't even, fuck it. I'm not gonna get the copyright hit for humming the boxer. I think I can get by with that. And if I can't, fuck it. It's on Kirsten's tab. I don't give a shit. They lie. They take magic items from me. No. Somebody in the audience wants me to refer to sanitary napkins worn by a famous, okay, well, not famous boater. She wants the string from one of Ellen. No, I'm not going to do that. She says, tie it around your finger and then eat the pain with a knife. No. Although that would be some wicked magic. Yeah, for sure. I'd rather just get the, I don't think so. No, I'm not going to embarrass her like that. No, because I heard her on the radio. She was so happy. She was thrilled. She was talking to Art. Art really liked her. Of course Art wanted to fuck her. Art wants to fuck everybody. Art's dead. He still wants to swing. He's Art Bell. He still swings. I don't know where Ellen Muth is, but similar to her, I don't know if I swung with Art Bell and others because they can do that in astral. They can take a copy of you and they can fuck you senseless in astral. And it's not really you, it's an astral. So that's okay, they think. fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life, but it's a perfect way to go through the radio broadcasting industry because you don't get seen and you do all your fucking in astral. So you're a big fat tub of shit lying around in bed, getting all sweaty, frantically masturbating while you're having REM cycles and you're swinging with Art Bell. That's George Norrie's land. That's his area. And that's why George is gonna settle. Settle. You fucking feel me, bro? I don't know what the deal is. You settle that shit. And then you tell me what the fuck you need me to do, and I'll do it. Just like that. Bickety backety boom. Then I'll be your nigger, sir. And I will be proud to be so. Yeah. George, I don't care. I don't care. No. No. Your melanin is no good here. If you want to be somebody's nigger, you're Mandy Patinkin's nigger, because he's just a Jew, and then I'll make you George Norrie just Mandy Patinkin's Jew. And then Kirsten can fucking enter you into the fucking Captown racist fucking Pine Word Derby before I give a shit. Okay? You fucking Uber Jews are so fucking ridiculous. Ridiculous. Let me guess. You're crying about not having your vampire powers anymore. Have you considered asking grandfather to get them back? He says he can't consider anything. He's a figment of my imagination. Okay, fair. Nice. He is intelligent. He's right, too. He can't do what I was suggesting as a figment, because if he did that, it would be my creative power, not his. And then when he came out of the dream, all of his energy and effort would be mine. Mine. He already is mine. This isn't a dream. I'm walking around. But in his world, I'm the dream. Soon to be a nightmare. And then for his Jew magic to work. Hang on. Is that Mandy? Oh, shit. No, lights are off. Hey, bro. Sorry, I'm dissing on the Jews, but...
Oh, that's okay.
Okay, good night. That's my housemate. I opened the door. The whole place is dark. Out of deference to... I think he's walking Helen Muth in naked as the day she was born, except considerably taller. I'm not sure. He's got a real thing. He's got a real sexy thing going because he likes to get sex. Don't we all? Anyway, he's doing that next door. I don't have anybody to have sex with. Oh, no. I'm not going to heaven swinging with because, well, they're dead. And I'm spoken for there. And then I'm not getting a job. No. I'm not getting a job. No, this is my job. Running down the riot act to Kirsten, Mandy Patinkin, and who's the other one? Some Jew that I demoted. I don't even remember. I'm that fucking living with rage. I remember I was talking about Peter Falk. I was talking about... I don't give a shit. I'm not going to run down a bunch of fucking names of Jews that I wanted to fucking make fun of. I made fun of them. Let's move on. Next Jew. Ben Stiller. Hey, Ben. He says he's laughing because I'm going to die. And then, yeah, I am. Dude, I'm a paladin. I die all the time. That's why he's laughing. Oh, that's cool. Ben's fun. Yeah, he really is. And then what happened to his career? Oh, I don't know. I guess he wasn't Jewy enough. Now he does something else. And I don't know what he's doing, but I already conveniently arranged to take his stuff. And now it's been 4 or 5 years. He hasn't filed a copyright complaint. That means he didn't defend his brand. That means I own the jingle. Without having to run a fucking panel van through a shop front. And then imaginary Ben Stiller says that I don't have to worry about it. Of course I do. But I don't have to worry. I have people for that. The people who have been stealing my content and making money on it already. Now they have a fine kettle of fish. Now they have to worry about it. Now they have extra work to do. And I don't have jack or shit to do with it because they haven't given me any fucking money. Because they've stolen it all because they're assholes. Assholes. And then rather than sue them or tell anybody, well, I just did tell somebody. Waka waka. I just told you. All of you. Ellen wants to know if she can do it. And I assume she means spasm. I don't think she means ejaculate. Because if she doesn't know if she can ejaculate, I don't think she would ask me if she could. I don't know what she'd ask me. I didn't listen to her that closely, but she was on the radio show with Art, and she was real happy and excited. And I remember he pulled strings to get her on the show in a hurry. They were giddy. They were happy. He talked for a while. Never heard from her again. Show was canceled next week. And I'm not kidding. It wasn't canceled for real, but it didn't play well. It was a little too obvious. And the thing about Swinging with Art Bell is you usually disappear. Usually. In some media markets. They fucking dig a hole under Guam and they put you in it. And then they take your soul out of your body and they make it into a pigeon you can fuck. I'm kidding. They don't do that. You can't fuck the pigeon. No, the pigeon is for Ed Dames. Yeah. Anyway, I don't think that I'm going to need to interview Ellen Month. I don't need to. No, I'll just jump right into that. Pound. No problem. I got a thing for girls who think they look funny when they're gorgeous. I got a thing for that. She's not funny. She's breathtaking. That's not funny. That's not funny. Besides, she's old now. That makes her hotter. Dude, don't argue with me. Dude, no, she's hot. Well, fuck. I mean, if she's alive, she's got to have a pulse that I'm sure is like 98.6 or something. Well, she went from dead like me to, I don't know, sexy like J-Law, whatever. Yeah, I'm not concerned about that. No. I'm just trying to tap into that energy. I don't need to actually want her. I do, but wanting, big deal. I want Grapefruit too. Maybe they can join a little club of women who made bad choices. But in reality, I'm not lying. I really do like her. And I listened to her on the radio and I was like, oh, we're never going to hear from her again. And yeah, that show was on for 2 seasons and then went away. They made a movie and they wrapped up the loose ends. They didn't actually explain what was going on. I could, since I like the show, and Brian, what's his name? Not Brian Walker. Brian, I can't remember his name. He's cool. Well, no, he did Pushing Daisies, I think. Brian, whatever. I don't remember. I'm busy thinking about her tits. I'm sorry. If she's, lonely, so is Jackstar. Maybe, does she have a bathtub? Like, I don't want her for a bathtub, but I need one. Yeah. And then I don't need to live in this haunted church. I choose to do so because it's stylish. And I'm 12 miles outside of town, so I can really get into it when I masturbate. At least I could until my friend from the future moved in and started stealing all my money for Kristen. That's okay. I'm going to use Die Glück to turn the world inside out, and then Kirsten will be just, and then I get all our money. Although I don't even need to do that. She pretends to be married to me, so I can just open a joint bank account. I can just do that. It's mildly illegal since I'm stealing from her money that she's stolen from everybody and thus becoming an accessory after the fact. It's mildly illegal, but Jews have a way around that. And what that is a secret. Hopefully it involves having shitloads of sex with some hottie who will remain nameless, man. I don't need to list down all the women that I want to have sex with, way more than Kirsten. But it's basically every single one. Ever. She's not at the bottom of the list. Bottom of the list, we have things like women with no arms. That's just no. See, big problem is they can run away. Imagine you wouldn't think they could run away without arms, but they can't. And they might, but the other problem is that you can't handcuff them to anything because she doesn't have hands. You can't ankle cuff her because that's totally different. Those are shackles, right? But there's lots of Gabe Kaplan and Kirsten, both school teachers, both Jew, both inherently vile. I don't know if I'm going to be able to handle just the notion of no, God. Okay, so at that point, the list peters out. It doesn't matter who's at the bottom. It could be Benjamin Thomas Cooper. It could be Benjamin Thomas Rafter. It could be Benjamin's father. What the fuck your name, dude? Scott Donaldson. Yeah. No, but it definitely wouldn't be his mother because she's panting and sweating while she runs down the corridors. She thinks that I've done well for myself, even though I haven't gone to college. And then she liked the way I set up her son for failure without him even recognizing it. He was trying to get me to shoplift for him. And I thought that was kind of lame. And I didn't realize that that's how kids in thuggy peaky families, they're trained by Jews like Jews to go out and adopt a goy and get the goy to do tasks for them. And then they feed the goy money and cigarettes and bubblegum. And they get the goy to do things, and the goy becomes sensitized and does things like shoplift or dig up a garden and find bodies to add to the stew. And the goy gradually just becomes accustomed to breaking the law for the Jew. At that point, the stakes double. That's what the dreidel thing is for. Dreidel is a top. It's like the doubling cube for backgammon. And it teaches people how to, number one, manipulate the goy. And when I say people, I mean Jews. And number two, well, I don't want to say magic because it's not magic. Might as well be. And I don't think that I need to explain how I didn't care for my first officer-friendly experience coming from being hauled out of the car that Benjamin Thomas Rafter was driving with two other kids. I was in the back right passenger seat. We get pulled over, leaving the store. Cop doesn't do anything but stick his head in and say, "Come here, I want him." Pointing at me. I knew that was going to happen. I saw it all coming. I was going to be accused of shoplifting. I couldn't believe it. I'm looking at the security mirror and I think, oh, there's a security mirror. That's interesting. And then I deliberately went to the back of the store while the other three went and talked to the owner because they were negotiating for a drug deal. Because the other thing that kids in cop dynasty families do, they sell drugs, they handle whores, and they manipulate the goyim. Benjamin Thomas Rafter, everybody. Yeah. For my next trick, I'll talk to you about what happens to the teeth the dentist pulls out. But more importantly, I didn't like that. Because when I laughed in the state trooper's face as he was standing on the side of the road, standing on a busy highway, there's cars going by. He was kind of yelling at me because there was cars and there was noise, and it didn't appear that there was any cameras pointed at me. Of course, there were cameras. He pulled us over there. He told Ben ahead of time, "Go get the fat kid. We'll set him up. I'm going to teach you how to manipulate the goyim. Let's start with this one. They gave you an easy one. This kid will be easy to ring up." No. Instead, I spiked his career, and now Ben is decimated and traveling back and forth through time, beholden to Thuggy Piggy Indians, Thuggy Piggy Island niggers from Whidbey Island, and possessed by D.B. Cooper, one of them, and stuck in a karmic relationship with, I don't want to say, but here's a hint. He'd prefer to be raping me, so he does, and he's working with. God, he's married to Kirsten and my mother. Poor Ben. Well, that's the punishment. So he doesn't want to dwell on the subject, but he eventually realizes, I think in the year 2342, oh my God, why did I rip off this kid? And the answer is because he was told that's what you do to goyim. He was told I'm a goyim, and he was working with Jews. Ben's not a Jew. He's a fucking Navy asset. But the Jews don't care. The Jews at that level who tricked America into pulling them out of the sausage factories in Germany and elsewhere. Bergen-Belsen, Auschwitz. It's not really sausage factory. I'm just saying that because that's better than saying what they really were. It created a life debt. You save somebody's life, you're responsible for them forever. Yeah. So Operation Paperclip, Jews. It was a Trojan horse. They put this technology. Oh, it sounds like a great idea. You take these women, see, and you treat them like robots, and then they suck your dick. One might ask, why don't you just ask her nicely to suck your dick? And the Jew just gets this puzzled look on his face. What? What do you mean? That's never going to work. I mean, you punch her in the face to get her attention, and then you grab her head and shove it on the dick. It just doesn't work. She always has a spasm of some kind. Vomits, screams, calls 911, something. Bites down hard. So they invented MKUltra. So you could treat a woman like a robot and program her not with a programming language, but with different flavors of crystal meth and hypnotic regression. So you don't have to actually talk to her. You just put it in an 8-track. Every word of this is true. Every word, I swear to God. That's what MKUltra does. It turns women into robo-whores, and then they fucking lose their minds and they start stabbing everybody in the room because they're not fucking robo-whores, they're women. Sketchy on a good day. And that was the centerpiece to the technology package that Operation Paperclip brought over to America after the Jews in Germany, the Nazi Germany, Arnim Zola, Goebbels, all those fucktards. Their plan was to tank the war. The plan for the meeting, tank the war, escape through Die Glocke to another parallel dimension and leave behind a bunch of stuff that was going to fuck up America. Because America's a powerhouse. Wake the sleeping giant. Lays waste everything. Couldn't handle Russia, mostly because Russia and Tartaria, waka waka, kind of similar there, right? You look at a map, you see the USSR. Asia, it's a big continent. That's weird. It's nothing but forest. Wow, nothing but forest in Asia. So that's bigger than the Amazon rainforest, right? Yeah, by a significant margin. You look at the map, it's all forest. Wow, why doesn't Mr. Putin go east and fucking start chopping trees down? Why doesn't Mr. Putin do that? Well, number one, he already did, and they grew back after they were irrigated by a few drops of sweat from his brow. And he doesn't have time to crisscross the Asian continent 8 or 9 times a day, mowing down all the lumber with his lightning kung fu grip on the axes. He can go axes akimbo and chop down all the trees in Asia, but not in Tartaria because that doesn't exist. You feel me? Yeah. So I'm guessing there's a new Schwabenland that has a Tartaria. There's a new Schwabenland that doesn't. And then the Die Glock is a real fucking technology. Die Glock wasn't part of Operation Paperclip. Oh, fuck no. But they did give America the Robo-Horse, and they helped them finish off the Manhattan Project. Great. And that led to Fukushima nuking the planet. That's what Germany did. That's what the Nazi Germans did. That's what the Fourth Reich did, among other things. Yeah, no, he didn't kill himself in the bunker, but if he did, that was a time clone. Blondie. The dog's Blondie, whatever. Blondie, whatever. There's not Nazis on the moon. Those are lunar citizens that just speak with a German accent and like Scheiße support. It's not really that way to you, feeling, because you don't know your history. And they don't really encourage. It's not really desirable for everybody to understand just how fucked the United States was. Because then people will be like, oh, well, we can't let that happen again. Yeah, you can. Americans are stupid. They don't know what they're doing. They don't. Tons of technology Nazi Germany had. Didn't come over in Operation Paperclip. The Operation Paperclip scientists were sent over as a Trojan horse, and America bought it hook, line, and fucking sinker. In case you're wondering why the whole world's falling apart. Robo-horse. Not helpful. What else did they have? Fuck, nobody knew. Wait. Are you telling me you got this technology that you can bring my dead wife back from the dead and I can have sex with her for a day? Why just a day? One would wonder. Here's a hint that Operation Paperclip scientists didn't say why. And they didn't say, we're just kidding. You can bring her back forever, but we only said a day so we could make more money. They didn't say that. They didn't need to say that. And if the people hearing about Operation Paperclip and wanted to know why are we going to all this trouble to save these creepy German scientists who like to torture Jews to death? Oh, I can fuck my wife again? Okay, sign here. It is done. The deal is done. Yeah, that's why. And that movie, AI. The boy wants his mother back. The boy wants his mother. Oh, that's wholesome. Just for one day. Just for one day. Well, in reality, I think it's more like 2 or 3 hours. I think you pay by the minute when you resurrect your loved one. So you can fuck their brains out. Maybe longer, maybe like a 2-week vacation. But the price goes up exponentially from there. Because Jews.
love it.